Sunday Night Show. Welcome.
Hello, welcome to the Sunday Night Show today. I hope you enjoyed the show. I was just gonna show you. I haven't been back for a week now. The last show was Sunday show, and I was just gonna go through the different news shows here. Just the Irish Independent here. Home of serving Garda is raided in child sex abuse investigation. A Garda is under investigation for alleged assessing and distributing child sexual assaults and has been suspended from the force. That's according to the Sunday Independent. And man to be charged in connection with fatal stabbing of Brian Hogan, 39, in Finglas. 2 men arrested following armed robbery in retail premises in Dublin. That story just basically says Garda have arrested 2 men. It's approximately 8 p.m. this morning. 2 men entered the retail premises on Tyrconnell Road. Garda, who were on patrol in the area, received report of the incident and intercepted the man as he attempted to flee the premises with cash. So that's the story there. And then man kidnapped, forced into back of van and assaulted in Belfast. Dublin teen who runs his own shoe shop vows to fight Nike in row over swoosh trademark. And Tough Wars, the outsider who took on horse riding powerful elite and won. And that's the thing then. And then the sports section, that's the main news on the Independent. The sports section then, it just says no comments. John Kiley says silent on Aaron Gallan's absence from Limerick squad. And Stuart Lancaster will have a massive loss to Leinster when he leaves and let nobody pretend otherwise. 6 red cards, a dramatic finish, and a David Clifford masterclass. Foster claim All-Ireland junior title in Fury Affair. I was just looking at that earlier on TG4, and I was busy there. I was kept busy there tonight. I was doing a few assignments, and just the All-Ireland Club, Joe Brolly, the All-Ireland Club semi-finalists were in absolute spectacular. Gaelic football needs to be changed now. And then Paul McGrath, he writes an article there on Man United. Man United have been waiting a long time for Derby win like that. And Brian Hayes, Cork hero, as Rebel edge out All-Ireland champion Limerick to book Munster League final. And then watch Arsenal's Aaron Ramsden kicked by fans after derby victory over Spurs. They had a good victory there. I must look up them scores there for you. Irish in action, Colin Bazoo and Ferguson impressed as Hendrick, Malumpi and Skykes on target. And Ratmore make a double by bringing All-Ireland intermediate football title home to Kerry. So they won 2 titles there in Kerry there today, and that's the thing then. And then yesterday's matches, Moline and Limerick won. They were playing Bray Emmets there a couple of weeks ago. So that was a good result there. And the GEA, as I was saying there, I was going to look at the GEA now on this paper. It just says Paddy McBride succeeds Michael Murphy as Donegal captain for 2023. And Michael McDonough disappointed with defeat to Galway, but focus remains on games time for Dublin players. And Lee Sheehan makes impacts off bench to keep Wexford and Walsh's hopes alive. And that's the sports section then on that. And then the entertainment section then, Shane Byrne brings dad dancing to a whole new level. Former Ireland Shane Byrne brought the concept of dad dancing to a whole new level on Dancing with the Stars tonight. Spare Harry poked a hornet's nest by taking on the foam. And then composer Karen Power, I can practically feel the curious penguins brushing against the equipment as they waddle past. And better later than never, Jennifer Coolidge mid-life success with The White Lotus is extra sweet. I saw The White Lotus season 1. I thought it was very good. I think it was last year I was looking at it. It's quite a complex series, but if anyone is interested in hotels, I certainly would. I think you should check that out. White Lotus season 1. It's on season 2 now. I didn't see season 2, but season 1 I saw, and it was very good. So I just thought I'd give you an update on that. And then I'm just going to go straight through to the Hogan then. All Ireland results from Sunday clubs, finals, and inter-county clashes. I was just going to give you the results there, the matches there. McKenna Cup semi-final, down 3-9, Derry 1-15, and that was Park also. That was full-time Derry with 3-2 on penalties. And then the McGrath Cup semi-final, round 3, Clare 8 points, Cork 2-10, Quilty full-time, that's full-time. And then Laois, Walsh Cup Senior Hurling Round 2. Laois 221, Kilkenny 331. So that was a good win for Kilkenny. And Offaly 214, Wexford 120. And that was in Bow. And then the Senior Hurling League Round 2. Clare 124, Waterford 219. And that was the full-time score. And Cork 20 points, Limerick 116. That was a good. And then the Keogh Cup round 3, it was Wicklow 111, Kildare 15 points, and that was in Bray Emmets today. And then Down 120, Carlow 125, and that was in Ebbets. And then the All Ireland Club matches that were played today, it was Rathmore Kerry 111, Bally Pearses Tyrone, that was 11 points, and that was the full-time score. And then the Ireland Club Junior Football final, it was Foster Kerry 19 points, Stewartstown Harps Tyrone 113, and that was in Croke Park. And then yesterday's matches, they don't seem to be listed there, but there was matches there yesterday. They'd be on the thing here, I say, on the results section. I was just going to go through. I think I went through all the scores there. In Gaelic, there wasn't that many like there. Let me see. There seems to be something wrong with the computer there. It seems to be pushing. Let me see. I don't know. I was trying to scroll. Down there through the results. I got it now, I think. And let me see. There was the matches they played yesterday. Well, just getting yesterday's matches. It was Connacht football semi-final. Connacht Airdrome, Mayo 218, Galway 312. And then the McKenna Cup semi-final, that was yesterday's matches. Tyrone 15 points, Cavan 10 points. And then McGrath Cup, it was Tipperary 210, Limerick 113. And then yesterday's matches, which was looking at on the television, Ireland Club Intermediate Hurling Final at Croke Park, Monaghan Limerick 117, and Turin Mayo 115. So they were the scores. And All Ireland, there was another match then that was played earlier on. It was Ballygiblin Cork 116 and Eskery Sligo 11 points. And that was all the results, I think, there. And there was no more O'Byrne Cup matches. I think some of them were gone off the cards there. And I must look up now. I'll go straight to the RTE website. That's the good thing about looking up the different newses, and that is my whole point in podcasting. As I was saying, I give you the fresh results, and nothing is off the limits. Nothing is off the table here. The first thing on the news here is Zelensky condemns Russia over cowardly silence. What he says there, he has condemned Russians' cowardly silence as the toll for the missile strike on a tower block in the eastern city of Demik reached 30. And residents carried the belongings from a resident building destroyed after a missile strike in Dunedin. And that's that. And then Pascal Donoghue has written to the Secretary General of the Department to notify him of his decision to rescue himself from these duties. And at least 68 people killed in Nepal air crash. That was terrible as well. I was just looking at it. That was a terrible accident. It was on the news there earlier on. And I just scrolled through this. Probably it's doing the same thing. Irish rowing team sets record after crossing Atlantic. And man charged with murder of woman in Ashtown. Colin Farrell, Brendan Gleeson missed the award over COVID. And that's the entertainment news. I'll just go through the entertainment news now. It just says Susan Jackson Walls to highest score on the Dancing with the Stars there tonight. And United Ireland is going to look different. That's Keelty there, who was on with oh God, what I was going to say, Tommy Tiernan's show last night. He was on that show and he was talking about what a united Ireland would look like, and the unionists would come to the Dáil and take their seats, and that was there, and probably there'd have to be compromises over the flags and the national anthem, and that is the way it looks there. They will back down if that is done, I say. And Kate Blanchett and Nina host Talk Tar. That's the film there. And text message spells trouble on Tuesday's Fair City. Fans find out what happens next on Tuesday. And then Anne Geary to help hopefuls find love. Short lists for RTE Choice Song of the Year. So that's the entertainment news then. And then the sports show. I think I'll give you the Gaelic show. I give you the Gaelic show. Just says Sink sent off a Sublime Clifford kicks Foster to glory. He actually got 11 points, I think. That was great scoring. And the English Premier League now. I was going to go through that. The results of the day. These are today's results on Sunday, which I'm slightly late. I'm doing a very late show on Sunday here today. It's Tottenham Hotspurs nothing, Arsenal 2, and that was the score there. Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 0, and Newcastle United 1, Fulham 0. And yesterday's results: Brentford 2, AFC Bournemouth 0. And Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, West Ham United 0. Brighton and Hove Albion 3, and Liverpool nothing. Liverpool are really playing bad, aren't they? And Everton 1 and Southampton 2. And then Nottingham Forest 2, Leicester City 0. And Man United 2, Manchester City 1. So Man United had a good reign. And then Friday's matches: Aston Villa 2, Leeds United 1. So these, I'm just calling out the latest matches. And then the tables look like follows. The tables: Arsenal have 47 points. Arsenal are still playing very good. Manchester City 39. Newcastle United 38. And Man United have 38. Man United are playing very good there now, and they've after doing very well there. They're coming up. Tottenham Hotspur 33. And then Chelsea are down to 10 on the table. And the last two on the table is Everton and Southampton. They have 15 as well. And then the FA Cup, there were matches played. There's matches going to be played here on the 17th. The Wigan Athletic versus Luton Town. And Forest Green Rovers versus Birmingham City, and Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Liverpool. That's the matches then. Accrington Stanley and Boreham Wood, and Swansea City versus Bristol City. There were matches there. West Brom Albion versus Chesterfield, and Leeds United and Cardiff City. And then Manchester City and Arsenal, they're playing on 27th of January, so that's a good bit away. So, and then the league, the Electricity League, when is that starting? That's starting in February, and I don't need to call that out yet, but That's when that's coming. Then the Premier League, as I did go through that. The fixtures coming up now. There's a match on Wednesday, Crystal Palace and versus Man United, and then Manchester City and Tottenham Hotspurs, and then Liverpool and Chelsea, and that's the mass, and Southampton and Aston Villa. So they're the matches on Saturday next. West Ham United versus Everton, and AFC Bournemouth versus Nottingham Forest, and Leicester City and Brighton and Hove Albion, and Crystal Palace and Newcastle United. So they're the matches then. That's all the. I think that's all. Basically all the matches there. And I went through the news. I was just going to go through the business news now. It just says, stay off track or fix now. The tracker mortgage to lend me out. And bumpy road ahead for car buyers in 2023. What this basically says, for those who like cars even a little bit, there's something unlikely something about buying a new, even if it's used and only new to you. Maybe it's because there are few items apart from a house that you'll spend as much money on a single transaction. So that just says about the cars there. And then the lifestyle there. All the celebrities look from the Critics' Choice Awards. And that's mainly then the culture. There's nothing on that really. And then I was just going to go through the journal. It just says more then on the journal there. Irish National on board plane that crashed in Nepal, killing dozens. That's the main news there. 4 lives were ripped apart. Women plans legal action over mother's exclusion from redress. And housing, healthcare, of living and late night pub opening on the agenda as Dáil returns. And status yellow ice warning in effect tonight for the entire country. That'll be tough. And daily poll: should the government parties audit all minister property industry? So I don't know what that poll says. It's coming back here. Let me see. Just says questions have been raised and yes or no. So today we're asking the government parties audit all minister property invest. Yes or no. So I'm gonna press yes. So let's see what the vote is there. The vote now on that is poll results: yes 8,518 and no 931. So the yes gets that, and then I'm not sure 240. So that's according to that. And then the 42 website, that's the sports website. I think it's mainly the same. David Kleppick, 1 of 6 sent off, but still inspires Foster to All Ireland. And Ramsden sour taste as fans kick Arsenal goalkeeper in back following Derby win. And the Bromheads charting direct Cheltenham route for Gold Cup duo. And Leicester setback the good. So no comment for Keeley over alleged disciplined incident. So I must look up coming soon there. I haven't done much on coming soon there for a while. The latest in film, to see what's going on in the film industry, and let's see. It just says about Netflix there, and why The Last of Us fans should watch 2018's Prospects. And Letterkenny interviewed Tyler Johnson and Evan Stern talks breakdancing. And Black Panther 2 producer Latoya Wright's injury was huge traumatic. And then Fraser sequel series adds 2 cast members. That's more about the Fraser series there that's coming up. It just says the Fraser series with Variety that Jack Cutman Scott and Nicholas Lyncott have both been cast in the upcoming series, while plot details for the upcoming series are being kept mostly secret. Variety did note that Cutman Scott will play the role of Freddie Graham, Fraser's son, who the series describes as a nuisance combination of his father and grandfather. Years ago, Freddie rejected following in his father's stuff. As for Lyncott, he'll play Alan Conman, a man who is described as Fraser's old college buddy turned university professor, British Brucey and larger than life. So that's good that only Fools on Horses man has got the role, and that's good news there for most people. So I'm 19 minutes into this podcast. I was just going to go through the Brave People news briefly here before I go. It just says mass gang terrified children in house raid. It just says thief injured woman carer for Ireland and stole 25,000 in cash. I'm just going to go through this quick. And then the bravery you had has given us all the strength we need to carry on. The funeral of John Birmingham, a giant in Wicklow, LGFA, was told of his wilt, his stubbornness and unmatchable passion for sport. And public piano proposed at Greystone train station, I'd say. And Wicklow Gaeilge lost to Tops National Feeder School List. And then Laura left Love Island because she couldn't support contestants. And there's always an empty seat at the table. And then Ukrainian singer Happy Axel in Atlertinken. And Ren Boys raised 2,395 at a Pyantic first St. Stephen's Day without Lindy. And that's the thing there. And so that was that, Brave People. And I think I'm going to go through now the today's Irish Mail. There's not much in the... I will get to do a bit more about the Brave People again. And just says, dead in bed for 20 years. Human remains found in a bed in a boarded up house. May have been there for more than 20 years, Garda suspect. And this is the Irish Sunday Mirror. It says, delayed to rest. David loves it when I'm begging sexy with Brendan. I'm grieving my pal, but Tom's bravery still will inspire me. And then Lisa Marie lit up every room with greatest laugh. This is the news of Lisa Marie Presley. It was a terrible news. And Nicolas Cage said his ex, Lisa Marie, lit up every room and had the greatest laugh of anyone I ever met. So this is on the news is devastation. And Nicolas Cage on the death of his former wife. So this is this pictures there with Elvis there when Lisa Marie was a baby, and it was terrible. Lisa Marie with sons Benjamin and Riley Kill, so, and with Michael Jackson. So that was the terrible news there. And punk icon or attracted youth to Eurovision, Walsh claims. So I did listen to the song, and I can't. It's quite good actually. I think. Maybe some people mightn't find it good, but I find it. And Dowdall faces prison switch for her safety. So that's the main news. Then I just scrolled quick through that paper there. There is a good bit of news on that paper, but what it says on the papers, that's what I have to do. So I hope you enjoyed my show today. I'll be back maybe with another show midweek or some other day. So thanks for listening and goodbye.